Okay guys, this video is going to be called Annular Cutter Adapter. Making an adapter to hold an annular cutter. Alright? This is a knee mill application. This is not designed to go on a mag drill or anything like that. I want it on a knee mill. Why do I want it on a knee mill? Because it has a lot of advantages. You know, you can bang out holes relatively quickly, and in a knee mill, I can control that annular cutter better than somebody can control that mag drill. You know, the video will show if I'm right or wrong. All right, here we go. Now, let me show you what I'm going to do before I do it. Let me explain this. I took an adapter. It came in a kit. Rather than make something, this was ideal. Right? It goes in the knee mill. You see the little note R8 taper? That's right up in the quill, right near the bearings. No stick out to speak of. All right? You can see the body sticking out a little bit, right? And you can see that down the bottom here, there's a 3/4 inch hole, which is exactly the size of a shank on the annular cutter. All right? Let me show you this now. Hang on, I'm gonna make it a little larger. You see that red line? That's a cut line. See it right there? I'm going to cut this adapter. Is too long for the annular cutter. I want the cutter up and shouldered right about here. See where red is? That's 5/8 of an inch from there to that cut line. All right, that's a whole lot of cutting. And the material is hard now. Case hardened, I don't know what it is, but you can bet your ass it's hard. Most likely case hardened, possibly totally hardened. I don't even know. Let me do this. Hang on. Alright? I'm going to show you the cutter. See the cutter? This is a 2-inch annular cutter. See where the mouse is? It's 2.5 inches deep. Right? Right? Got a 3/4 inch 750 shank, and the length of that shoulder is 9/10. Right? Alright, now I'm going to show you how. You see the cut line there? I'm going to demonstrate what I'm attempting to achieve. You see the black lines? I'm putting the cut line of the cutter over the red cut line. That's basically what it's going to. Hang on, you dummy. That's the basic format. So that the thing doesn't stick out much, and it's held real solid. Alright? Alright, now how am I going to do it? I'm going to mount this in the spindle of my knee mill. And I'm going to machine it like it's in a lathe. Let me show you this. What I'm showing you, the red part is a carbide, inserted brace tip carbide. I'm going to clamp it in the vise at an angle like that. You see it? And here's my plan. I'm going to come up here, touch off with the carbide, set my dial indicator on 0, and start making 30 or 40 thousandths passes all the way in till I reach this cut line. You see it right there? Alright? And now when I'm done, it's going to raise a burr, obviously. I want to come in here with this cutter, put a chamfer in there on the ID, knock the burr down, Come up here where the red lines on diameter, put a little shampoo there. You know, so to soften the OD. Alright? So that's the basic plan. I'm going to get out in the shop very shortly and demonstrate what I just showed you. Alright? Alright, hang loose. I'm turning the set screw here. You'll understand what it's all about. It's going to be my last cut. This is the set screw that goes in the holder for the annular cutter. It's a high-speed tool. Put a hex wrench, Allen wrench there. Place this in it. I didn't want to bore you with all the facing and the roughing out, but there it is. You see that? I'm gonna show you why I turned it. Hang on to your shots. You see this? That's an annular cutter. You see the flats? Them are welded flats. There's two of them. I'm only going to use one of them. See the size of this cutter, this set screw? It just fits in there with no wiggle room. I turn the head of this down so that I can move it. See, like this? I like it. That gives me some room, so I won't. So if I don't face off the holder correctly, I got some room in there. It's nice and flat, plenty of diameter to hit that. No problem. You understand? I hope you can see this, because I can't see in that goddamn camera. All right. I've already done this in a previous video, made it public. Looked at it a number of times, and I didn't like what I seen. This grinder was all dirty. It looked like a toilet that had never been flushed. I'm going to do it again here. Here's a tool bit. I'm going to grind it, and here's the technique. Like before, this is the diamond file. This is the top of the carbide. I'm going to file the top or stone the top, whatever terminology you want to use. And just a little bit more. Whoops. Makes good sense to, all right. Here it is, nice and clean. Got to make the point the wheel turns this way. I put the carbide on this side so it grinds down, doesn't create a burr. You understand? Here's what I've done with this. I did all this shit off camera. You see I put some black magic marker on there, on the edge, right? And I'm showing you that there are two angles. The clearance angle on the carbide and the angle below it, which is greater. So that I'm only grinding the carbide when I put it against this wheel. You see it here? All right? Can you see that all right? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna fire this sucker up. I put the black magic mark, it will tell me where the wheel is hitting, all right? On here, I put some Teflon tape from the master car. It's very slippery. It lets me slide nicely on here. So the tape that wants to stick to the table, and you get these jerky movements. So anyway, just showing you, you can see I went over the slot. All right, it's time to grind. Just about there. Grind the other side. All right, now I'm going to grind the radius. Thing off. All right, let me show you how nice and crisp it is. See this edge? From the diamond file, it's nice and crisp. Let me turn it around a little bit. Let me wipe this off. All right, you see what you got there? 2 angles. About 10 degrees, 9 to 10 degrees on the carbide, and much greater on the clearance underneath. I'm going to show you the radius. You see the radius, how it corners nice and crisp. The other side, same angles. All right? And we're gonna try and blow that up, but that gives you a nice cutting action. All right? Just wanted to emphasize that. Thank you. All right, let's start here. I'm going to show you our setup on the quill wheel. On the spindle, Freetown style. Got a quill wheel on here. A lot of advantages to this quill wheel instead of that lever. Okay, show you. See this little hand wheel? What's that for? I can dial up and down with it. You see it? All right, now, do I want to see how the quill moves? I'll bring this up here. I can set it anywhere I want. You see? Let me do this. I want to set it on 0, touch off, set it on 0. Then I can dial down if I want. You understand? I like this much better than them digital units because I can see the needle approaching where I'm going. If I had a digital, them numbers come up so fast you drive yourself nuts. You understand? Now, if let's say I go down here, I want to release, goes up. See it? I'll be boring. Goes up, right? This has a lot of advantages. I can get it down to whatever level I want. See it there? Lock the quill. Instead of dragging the knee up, I can control it with the spindle. You understand? That's it. Okay. All right. I got a carbide tip, a lathe tool in this vise, nice and rigid, right? I got the quill up high, nice and rigid. Every time I take a cut, before I cut it, I'm going to lock the quill so I don't get any vibration. I don't want a tuning fork here. I have the knee clamped, so it doesn't tip either way or becomes a tuning fork also. So everything is rigid as I can get it. My goal is to touch off the bottom here and take off 625 thousandths, which will bring me real close to that set screw. So I'm going to start now. switch off and then zero the indicator. Setting this on zero, you see? Let me start off with 30,000. Now I'm locking. I'm gonna go by hand at first. Boy, is that tough. I'm gonna go back the other way. Another 30, locking it again. Boy, that some bitch is hot. Another 30. Well, yeah, another 30. There we go. I think I'm going to try it with the power B. Let's see what that does. Another 30. Anymore with this. I'm going to do a lot more off camera when I get near pay dirt. Well, I'll bring you back, all right? All right, I'm back. I want to show you that I've advanced that carbide tool. It's almost 600 thousandths. I'm going to take the last 25 from the ID out to the OD. Why am I doing that? If there's a a burr. It's going to be on the outside, not on the ID. Take a light cut. Same tool as I started with. I just didn't want to bore you with all the bullshit. I'm at 620. 5 more thousand after this cut. Right on, going a long way. There we go. When I'm done with this cut, I'm going to chamfer the outside with that same tool. We're at 620. I need another nickel. Should be paid there. Don't go away. I'm going to chamfer that sucker. Then we'll try the color in it. Hang on. Let me get this. No. It's not where I want it. Well, here's what I'll, let me just try it. It's not as, I'm gonna just try it. Alright, I'm gonna try the color in it. Don't run away. Alright, I'm going to put this cutter in there. Let's see how it fits. It's nicely choked up, nice and tight. I want this shoulder to hit that. See, it's nice and tight there. Hang on, I'm going to start the sucker up. I'm going to put it in back gears, just to show you. See how nice and true that sucker runs? Right? Well, like they say in Tinseltown, that's a wrap.